What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to week 7 of GmiasWorld Podcast, where we're going to be talking about the 2019 Patriots versus Jets Monday Night Football. It was a complete embarrassment, 33-0, but we're not even going to... I don't think anybody really expected the Jets to do anything, but I think a lot of Jet fans were living off the hype because they beat the Cowboys. The only thing that made me realize is the Cowboys might also not be as good as we thought. Because even though they just they just completely massacred the Eagles, they lost to this team. Now, Sam Darnold had 4 interceptions, so, I don't know even if he doesn't do all that, let me see, 4, 28, there's no excuse, he had 4 interceptions. I'm about to try to do the math, but 4 times 7 is 28, they lost 33-zip, you can't have 4 interceptions and 86 yards. But the bottom line about it is, the Jets, nobody really knows what you're going to get from the Jets. I don't know exactly where they're going for the future. I still also believe that Sam Darnold can, he can be a suitable quarterback. I don't think that he's, I don't think that was a display that he actually is. I don't think that that's what he's going to be in the league. I just think that, Demaryius Thomas running off at the mouth. Like, Bill Belichick is the kind of guy that he's going to he's going to throw a flag out when he's up 33-0 to make sure that a catch was a catch. He doesn't care. Like, the guy, why would you call out the Patriots? I don't know what Demaryius Thomas is thinking. And a lot of the people that play against the Patriots know that. Like, you just have to go out there and just pray. Just pray that everything goes according to plan, because Tom Brady didn't even play that well. 240-something yards. He had 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Sonny Michel with 3 touchdowns and 42 yards. It was a very pedestrian game. If Sam Darnold doesn't go crazy and just keep throwing interceptions over and over again, this game doesn't turn out to be what it is. But let's forget about all that. The Jets weren't going to go anywhere in the beginning anyway. Like, anybody that was believing that, that's your business. I got a lot of stuff on Twitter from you guys, especially you Jet fans, that were telling me, oh my God, just wait until they play the Patriots, all this stuff after they beat the Cowboys. But like I said, I'm going to be a realist and understand that the Jets were not going anywhere from Jump Street. All right, now, Sam Darnold did get mono. Nobody knows, it's an undiscovered thing how he was able to get that. But even if he does play those other games, maybe they win 1 out of them. It's not like they were going to actually go to the playoffs. But let's talk about the Patriots and the possibility now of what Tom Brady and these guys can do. Now, it's starting to get a little ridiculous, because it's sort of like the Golden State Warriors when KD went over there, because But it's not the same, because they don't have the superstar power. Because Stephon Gilmore is a superstar. He's a shutdown corner. Tom Brady's Tom Brady. You don't never know. Like, Michelle, you'll get some good games out of him, whatever. Burkhead, Edelman, these guys are consistent. But defensively, you look at them and you're like, hold on. You got Chung. Like, you got, like, basic players out there. It's not really, like, superstar-based, but they were really, really good defense. They were talking about a lot of the things, like, historically with it, and when you compare them to some of the better defenses, they have better numbers. They just don't have the star players, which is what makes it so dangerous. And when people argue about who's the brain behind the operation, like who's the thing that makes it run, what's that thing that makes it run? Who's driving this car? It has to be Bill Belichick. Because this defense, if you look at all the historical things that they've done defensively, with the exception of the Eagles when they lost to the Eagles, Bill Belichick defenses don't usually do anything like, what happened in that game where they gave up all those yards and you lost to Nick Foles. But some things happen. They did lose to Eli Manning twice, so everybody's going to have their little faults. But looking at them now going forward, I can't think of a team, regardless of how good a team is playing, that can beat this team. So realistically, if you bet at the beginning of the season in Vegas that the Patriots are going to win the Super Bowl, you're probably right. Because, like I said, I really thought that, Kansas City was going to be able to do something. I thought that their defense got a lot better. Many of you guys were telling me how good their defense got when I did the podcast earlier. Oh, you're going to see this, G-Man. And I'm telling you, I'm like, I don't really trust their defense. Andy Reid, theoretically and over the historical, his time in the NFL, he's been an offensive guru. So I wasn't thinking defense when I think about that. So I've had a lot of concerns about that. Now Patrick Mahomes is out, for, a certain amount of time. Who else is there? Who else is a consistent enough team to beat the Patriots? I can't think of one. So now that we've settled that, they're going to be playing the Browns very soon. I don't expect anything from the Browns. I think that the way the Browns are playing right now, they have no idea what they are either. So we have to see exactly what's going to happen with that. But I don't think anybody would bet the Browns to beat the Patriots the way the Patriots are playing. Do I think the Patriots will go 16-0? That's very, very I don't know. That's a very difficult question because that's the next thing that Pat Nation's asking all over Twitter, bro. Are they going 16-0? I don't think it's a good idea for them to go 16-0 because then it puts pressure on everybody in the playoffs to kind of complete it, and they couldn't do it with Randy Moss. So I don't know if they're going to be able to do it now. But I will tell you this: this is one of those years where it's showing that Tom Brady, he's more of a game manager and just trying to make sure that they can function throughout the game. So it is a possibility that whenever he decides to be the old Tom Brady that we know, it's going to be crazy. That's what people don't realize. Everybody's running their mouth. Oh yeah, bro, Tom Brady's not playing well. That's what makes it more dangerous. Because what happens when he does turn into that Tom Brady, which he will. At some point throughout the season, he's going to throw for like 400 yards and do some weird stuff, and it's going to be wild. But the way that the game is being played right now, it's not necessary. And that's one of the things that you have to respect about Tom Brady. He's not going to go out of his way to try to be a superstar. You know, he's not going to do a no-look pass like, you know, when you got the free thing to the basket. Like, he's just going to go and pass the ball and just do whatever he wants. That's pretty much what he's been doing over his career. And, you know, as we get closer, you know, to the, you know, December, and we start to look at it, the way that everything is leveling out, I really don't know. The Bears are not who we thought they were. They can't, bro, they couldn't stop. Like, I don't know what they're doing, man. I have no idea what they're doing. They're really, that was really disgusting, like what we just saw against the Saints. So Bears defensively, I thought out of the NFC, they would probably be able to do something. The Cowboys, they just lost to the Jets. Who else? The Eagles just lost to the Cowboys. Like, who's good? I can't really tell. The only team that I see that's consistently dominating their opponents the way that they're supposed to are the Patriots. So when we look at the AFC, the Steelers are out. We already know that. Juju Smith-Schuster has been an absolute disappointment. I thought that he would have been a lot better. Who else are like the star players? Deshaun Watson, they just lost to the Colts. I'm never going to be disrespectful and say that the Colts would beat the Patriots. Their defense is pretty good, but when the Colts defense is pretty good. But once Bill Belichick gets his defense on the field, you know, Brissett is probably going to make some mistakes because he's running zero blitz and just he's sending himself, the coach, you know, the other coaches, the cheerleaders, he's sending everybody every play. It's like he's playing a video game, and they can't do anything about it because if you look at the way he's doing it, Stephon Gilmore is taking away your best player. Your best wide receiver. So it doesn't matter about that side of the field. And then you got Chung, and you can rotate coverage. It's a genius plan. You can't do anything. So with the way that he's setting it up, how many QBs are going to beat zero blitz with Bill Belichick sending it? I can't really think of one. I'm really, and then if you go to Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers, defense for defense, obviously the Patriots defense is way better. Aaron Rodgers, you know, he's going to do his thing, but he hasn't really had that much success against the Patriots. So as we start to go down the line, I'm just thinking about all the teams that are available right now, and it just looks like the Patriots are just so much better. Like, they're just leaps and bounds, you know, better than every other team that's in the league currently. So we have to actually wait to see how this actually works out, because I do believe with the way that everything is set up, obviously they're going to get their bye. The Patriots are going to get their bye. Patrick Mahomes comes back healthy. I don't really know what that means unless the defense can really, you know, stop something. If they can't stop anything and Patrick Mahomes is going to be a duel, it's going to probably be like 40-something to 40-something. Patriots are going to win that game. Other than that, who else is putting up points like that? There's really nothing else I can think of. If you think your team can beat the Patriots, then let me know. Because, like I said, I'm just watching and they're like, okay, these dudes, even when they play down to their competition or they have a tough game like the Bills, they still find a way to win. And Tom Brady's not really doing much, similar to the way that he ended the Super Bowl. He didn't really do much. He just went 3 for 3 when it was time at the end of the Super Bowl to win the game. So if he keeps playing like that and Bill Belichick's defense is scheming so crazy for every single team that they're playing, yeah, pretty much, yeah, it's watching the NFL right now is just, you know, you're just passing the time. You're playing fantasy football and you're trying to win money on all these other things, you know, all these gambling sites, and that's pretty much all it is. Nobody's really worried about, you know, what we're seeing right now, because it's very, very historic what the Patriots are doing. And again, the Jets were an embarrassment to watch. If you're a Jet fan, you're probably walking around with a paper bag over your face, but that's fine. We thought that they weren't that. Everybody else except for Jet fans knew that they were this bad. But just to see it on display on primetime, it was wild. It was really, really outrageous and ridiculous. So what I'm going to ask all you guys to do right now that are watching the video, let me know your top picks that can beat the Patriots, because I don't really see it happening. I think they're going to go ahead now and win another Super Bowl, and then I guess Tom Brady can retire after that. I don't see him staying there after this year because he's playing pretty pedestrian. As usual, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitch, all at GmiasWorld. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love.